not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hey, this is Mark Cuban. You're listening to The Launch.
You are now tuned into The Launch, where we help you build engaging and meaningful brands, including entrepreneurship, branding, launching new products, digital marketing, and the strategies that you need to launch and grow your business. Watch us live on Facebook and Instagram at The Launch Radio, or listen live on 95.3 FM or 1470 AM, or the iHeartRadio app. Have questions? Call in at 888-565-1470 or post your questions on Facebook Live. Now, let's get started.
Hey, how are you? This is John Bejarano, and welcome to The Launch, where we help launch and build the business of your dreams. And this is John Bejarano, branding strategist, and with me I have co-host Gisa Espanol.
Hi,
how are
everyone.
you, Gisa?
Great. Actually, my hair is super Friday today. Friday. Yes, I was actually just sharing our Facebook. We are live, and if you are tuning in right now, you are actually at WNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And also we are live on Facebook, and that's exactly how you can see me right now. And you can definitely be part of the discussion. Just call us 1-888-565-1470, and we will wait for your call. And also, if you have any comments, any concerns, that's me on Facebook. Isn't it cool? All right, guys, but we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. And I know you can see our amazing guest. It's beautiful. Happy Friday. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful. I was just telling them how grateful I am to be here. And this is our episode 5.
Episode 5.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, so today's show, what it's about is about the health of the entrepreneur. It's really important that as we're putting together all of our plans and we are working on our business, that we take mind of our health, because our health is our wealth. You know, without taking care of our bodies, then all the knowledge and everything really doesn't matter. So it's really important to stay focused, to stay vital, to stay strong and be able to run the business and take over the world. You need to have a healthy body. So we're going to talk about some of the top health tips for entrepreneurs. With us on the show, we have the founder of Fresh Life Organics, Jessica Pepesh.
Yes, Jessica. You tried.
Yes. Papish. So Jessica, it's an inside joke, guys.
We'll tell you later.
So Jessica Papish, she runs Fresh Life Organics, which is a local farm-to-door delivery service where you get your organic, fresh produce every week directly to your house or to your door. So all the fruits and vegetables get delivered to you. Jessica has been in the health and wellness industry for about 12 years or so. So she's got a lot of knowledge as well in the industry. So welcome to the show.
Oh,
Welcome
thanks.
to
I'm
the
stoked
show.
to be here.
Yay.
Taking Jose's seat right now. I feel very honored to be sitting in Jose's seat.
Yeah, we want to
he's
say
not
hi.
here.
Yeah, we want to say hi to Jose, by the way. Jose is in Jacksonville. Jose, have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're enjoying your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll miss you but Jessica is here with her today, and it's
Big shoes to fill.
But yes, that's exactly. But yes, so this is a wonderful topic, because basically health is wealth. And you know, at the end of the day, really, it's something that we do for ourselves that really matter, because you know, as a nurse, as a Zumba instructor, you really want to be like strong. So when you go there and, you know, you face your patients or you face your clients, you want to be the maximum 100% of you, because that's what they deserve. And Jessica exactly do the same thing. Be 100%, you know, her, and also, you know, inspired the clients, the entrepreneurs to be their best version as well, with the food and the vegetables and everything that she can offer.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Your health is more important than your business.
That's
what it
true.
comes down to. Because, like you said, you don't have your health, you don't have your business. And so
You don't have your health, you can't spend all the money you're making either. So
it's easy to put your health on the back burner, too. As an entrepreneur, it's nice to...
I think that's what happens these days a lot. You know, the culture of entrepreneurship is very like, you know, just working,
Grind it out.
grinding it out, barely
Long to-do
sleeping,
lists.
you know, and just keep it going. Which you need that grind, you need that
Yeah.
hustle, but at the same time, you need to have a little bit of balance to take care of your body and take care of your mind, so you can have
But your health
longevity.
is
in
usually
this.
the first thing to go on the back burner.
It
which
is.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's easy to just make a quick fix here and there for yourself. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the food industry overall right now, because we are in a very different time. You know, our parents and years before, it's not like we're experiencing right now. Right now, most of our food is overly processed. There is added sugars in 80% of the stuff that we buy in grocery stores. There's GMO, genetically modified organisms, food that's been modified, which is creating a ton of other problems throughout our body. Pesticides, the toxics that are throughout our food, air, water, everything that our bodies are consuming.
Absorbing,
So this is a big problem.
our food system is, I want to say the word, but I'm just going to say ducked. It's ducked.
Oh, no.
It's ducked up.
It's really ducked up.
Yeah, and I think something too with like just maybe people aren't aware of like the pesticides. You know, they've been around, but more particularly lately, it's getting so much worse because of the Mother Nature's amazing. So when we put all of these pesticides to kill the weeds, and you have genetically modified plants that have been grown to be able to withstand some of these pesticides, what's happening is that the weeds and the bugs and other stuff are creating, Mother Nature's creating super weeds, super bugs. And so it's getting harder and harder to maintain, you know, the same amount of pesticides. So a lot of farmers are adding more pesticides, they're adding other things that make it stronger, and that has a effect in our health. So the pesticides are getting more potent, are getting stronger to keep up with Mother Nature and the weeds and everything that's out there, and that has a big impact in our bodies. So
Right?
It's scary. And all those pesticides and herbicides, they can affect us on a cellular level.
Cellular level,
You know, like you think about what it's doing to that little bug. I mean, these little bugs, they're taking a bite of whatever it is, the corn, say, and, you know, their stomachs are exploding. And so you think about what that can do to us on a cellular level.
Exactly.
I mean, that's so much more impactful. And that's all we are is our cells, you know, that's what we're made of. So,
Yeah. So I also want to ask, you know, before we really, you know, dig deep into it, like Jessica, what really inspired you to be in this, you know, food and organic field? Is there any, you know, particular things that happened to you that, you know what, this will be my mission in the world?
You know, I just think when I first started out, if we're going to directly into like the why you start your business,
Right,
then, you know, it was really to make it easier for people to choose to eat healthy. And I think when I first started my own kind of health journey, I just started making green drinks and was like, oh wow, this actually helps. This can actually make me feel better. And I just noticed changes, and so that's where it all kind of started. I think where it's led me now, you know, that was several years ago, but where it's led me now is this business where now my why is kind of just serving these clients that I already have. That you know, it's the moms that, you know, they can't otherwise get access to healthy foods. It's the entrepreneurs who don't have the time to go out and shop and find healthy foods, and so. You know, it changes. You know, your why can morph over time. So I think it started.
It's almost
out,
like a lifestyle now, right? It's not even something, that you like think about, like, oh, what I'm gonna, you know, like organic today or not organic today. It's just like you wake up and you organic all day, every day.
No.
No?
Okay. So I'm very passionate about the organic industry. But I would never say this is the end all be all to everything that is going to make your life wonderful.
Okay.
I do think it's very important to, as much as you can, make healthy choices. So when we're talking about entrepreneurs, who they may not have the time to eat healthy, then maybe it's making small choices here and there. So it's not like, hey, today stop everything that you're doing and only go organic and only eat these foods and only do this.
Right.
Then it's like, you're gonna get overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Right.
everything.
Okay, so, like,
everything
gradually. That's right.
With a balance. So when you have the option to buy organic, then go organic. And if you don't, just try to keep in mind that you want to minimize the kind of just pesticides that you're
Right.
intaking.
And exactly what she said, like she is here for an access, to help entrepreneurs who's busy or maybe working moms to have easier access for better food. Yeah,
especially
that's great.
a lot of it is starts at your house because when you go out to eat in restaurants, your options are limited. So if you're eating more healthy at home, you have more organic food at home, you're able to prep a few of the meals, then you're able to kind of prepare better for the day.
Yeah.
So you can have more organic healthy food.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about some health tips that we can
right.
offer some.
Get into it.
We can offer some
Health
of our
tips for who?
for entrepreneurs.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the busy
Okay.
people. This includes not just entrepreneurs really. I mean, health. busy people.
Yeah,
in general. So
yeah.
parents, moms, dads. Students. You have busy schedules, and sometimes it's very easy to kind of cut corners. And so there's some things that we should keep in mind. That we implement. So the starting point of a healthy day is your breakfast. It's in the morning. It's when you wake up. It's very easy to kind of grab something processed.
Find your nearest McDonald's.
Right?
One of those,
Open your
or
cereals, yes.
McDonald's, or and then you have Mickey D's and Double D's.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'
you mean.
Donuts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they have their slogan. But yeah, if you're grabbing donuts, what we're looking for. If you're grabbing donuts and all
Donuts,
that
yeah.
for breakfast, then it's not the greatest way to start your day. You want to reduce your sugar intake right from the beginning. So one of the things that I like to how I start my breakfast is a smoothie. We've heard about this, but it really is a really great way to start your day.
Nature's energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good.
so the
How do you make yours?
So mine, from there's different things that go in it, but what it is I try to keep it low glycemic, so not adding too much sugar, meaning like not too many like mangoes and fruits and so on that can make it very high, very sugary naturally, and and being able to put some greens in it as well. So starts with your water. You gotta have really clean water. You do not put tap water in your smoothies. You're bringing in all of the pollution into it. So you gotta have a clean water source.
Okay.
For your
How do you
smoothie to
get
begin
the
with.
clean water source? Like for people who would want to start getting clean water.
Well, one simple way is those 5 big
That could be a whole
gallon
show
jugs.
in itself.
Yeah, it can be one of those 5-gallon jugs that you see in like grocery stores. So you can get one of those 5-gallon jugs and you have a dispenser, and those are it's very low cost. It comes out to like 30 cents per gallon, $1.50 for like 5 gallons. So that's one way of doing it. I do that, but I take it further. I filter it another time. So I put the 5-jug water, and then I have another filtration system that can then make the water more alkaline, so it's not too acidic, and also filters a little more of the things that might have maybe missed by the machine.
Okay, so let's get into what's in the smoothie.
So the smoothie, you want to start off with some type of green. So kale is a very high nutrition. Spinach, your greens, get your phytonutrients in there. So pick one of those and put this as a base. Then I like to pick maybe like 2 fruits or something, maybe acai and blueberries. I tend to be more blueberry and like maybe an apple, or acai and apple. And if you have like mangoes, if you have pineapple, all that stuff, like balance it. Don't put too much because you'll make it too naturally sugary. And then you could add in some protein. So I like to avoid whey protein. So dairy free and a lot of the stuff. You want to be able to pick a protein that's plant-based, that's non-GMO, that's organic, that's made very clean. So there's some really great options out there if you look for that criteria: non-GMO, vegan.
And that's the
and
only
all that.
breakfast?
Yeah, no, this is it's key, I think, to have a really
All
good
right,
smoothie.
so now I'm picturing this glass that you have. It's filled with leaves, and so then what do you do with it?
you gotta have a good blender. It's
gotta
another key
blend
too.
it,
Yeah, you gotta have a really good blender
Ice,
because
water, ice.
yeah, because
base in there.
if you have a blender, it's better than nothing. But if you really want to go all in and try to get something with like 3 horsepower, like a Blendtec or the Vitamix, one of those that can really break up the food down to the smallest particles that ever got, so your body absorbs it
Cellular
more.
level.
Yeah.
That's
see.
my favorite word today. Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome.
Yes, we want to be successful on a cellular level.
Yeah.
So it starts.
Yeah.
And then chia
Or if
seeds
you
are
want
really
to go
good.
one step further with when you talk about on a cellular level, if you want to get it directly to your cells, like whereas the smoothie is great because it's got all the fiber in it. But if you have a juicer that you want to put all of those same items through your juicer, then the juice is actually going to get directly to your cells on a much faster pace because it doesn't have all the fiber associated with it. So it's essentially pulling all of the, you see, I don't know if you've ever used a juicer, but you get all the pulp.
The pulp, yeah.
Yeah. So like all it is squeezing out the juice. And
Right. Yeah.
So,
that's
yeah,
like more potent.
that's a
you
whole
know.
debate in itself, juicing versus blending.
Yeah, it is a whole debate in
that's
itself.
more so, like I always say, pick whatever works for you. Pick whatever you can do. It's easier to blend. So I say if you're ever going to be at a green drink store or a juicery, then that's where I get my juices because
Yeah.
I know I don't like to clean up after juicing, so I specifically
Juicing-
just
Yeah.
blend at home.
Yeah, juicing can take a lot of time to put that together, and then just for people who like juicing, the thing to watch out is the sugar level, the natural sugar levels. Sometimes if you put in too much fruits and so on, it can be very high glycemic. So
Because it absorbs faster. Like, okay. I
so
got
then
that.
it raises your insulin levels if you have a rapid spike in
And
sugar
glycemic, that just means like how fast it's converting the sugar into carbs. So
Right.
into glucose.
into glucose. I'm sorry.
yeah.
And so each type of fruit has a different GI rating. So
Yeah.
the ones that are low are like the green apples, berries, grapes.
Blueberries is good with the berries.
Blueberries,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely, grapefruit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But bananas are kind of
High glycemic.
They're higher, and then red apples are pretty
so
high.
Oh, yeah.
another point, I go for green apples.
Yeah.
Green apples,
as well.
okay. And that's exactly now I'm curious because with Jessica's business, you are able to pick which exactly you want, right? Okay, is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
yeah. So let's start because since we're doing this with the apples, for example, I'm gonna go to your website. By the way, the website for Jessica's business is FreshLifeOrganics.com. Again, it's FreshLifeOrganics.com. And when you go there, you would see, I guess, the bananas.
You'll see a brand new, brand spanking new website, which
Nice.
is
So
really
you want to do that
pretty
right now?
and-
Yeah, with another tab. so that's
And you
exactly.
actually, right now you're doing $10 off, right?
$10 off, yeah,
So
there's a
to
promo
try it
code
out,
on
want to try it out, $10 off. There's no contract, and the coupon code is welcome. So welcome, and get $10 off. Right?
Oh,
Try it
I
out.
need a launch coupon code. I think that's the next one. Launch.
Yeah,
Type
maybe.
in launch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it'll be an extra special discount. You'll get an extra special piece of something in your.
Yeah,
So
that's wonderful.
the launch or just launch?
We'll just do launch.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
try launch.
We'll do
see,
launch.
See what we're gonna get.
Wait, not right now. Wait,
Not right now, though. She'll set it
give
up
me
after
like
the
an
show.
Yeah, but I just want to connect it with that because I just want to share with you the website so you can go ahead and if you have a pen or paper, want to make sure that you take a note of the things that you want to get. I mean, I'm sure every fruit and vegetable are great, but me personally, I'm gonna make sure that I have that green apple and berries and grapefruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just for the South Florida area. So if you're outside of the area, then there's services that exist like that will deliver fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, right to your house. So it's really just a matter of finding what's in your area and really making sure that you can cater the menu to kind of how you want it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one last point with the smoothies is that if you do want to try to get the glycemic index lower, so it's not too sugary, you can add chia seeds. They're high in fiber. 2 scoops have like 8-9 grams of fiber, and also has a lot of omega-3s, which is great for the mind as well. So add some chia seeds.
Balance it off.
Yeah, add some chia seeds to balance it off, and then you could do other things to it, like throw some probiotics to it, and if you have additional powders and things like that, you could take it to the next level. But that right there is pretty good to get you going. But have some protein.
It's a great way to set the tone for the day. It's just the kind of the first thing that goes into your body. Well, actually, the first thing for me is water, but second thing is it's good. So
actually, I drink a glass of water when I wake up.
Yeah, you got to rehydrate. So it's a good way to set like a healthy tone for your day, so that throughout the day you're thinking, well, I already had that green drink, might as well keep it somewhat healthy through the day, so I'm not ruining what I just did.
Yeah. And sugar is very addictive, as we know. It's been said it's 8 times more addictive than cocaine when they've done this in tests.
And research,
receptors.
So if somebody is kind of used to a very sugary breakfast, it might be hard in the beginning to kind of, oh man, I gotta do smoothies and but just if you stick with it for like a week, you'll notice that the second week it'll be a lot easier and just become a routine. And it's like Jessica was saying, it starts off the day better, because if you don't have a high sugar rush, then you're not going to be craving it later on. So it makes it easier for snacks to not have as much sugar, for lunch, and so on throughout your day.
I'll make a point to that. So the other thing I do in the morning is I have coffee with coconut oil or grass-fed butter. And so
you put it in the coffee?
In the coffee and blend it.
Oh.
And it makes it like creamy. If you're used to, putting milk or whatever in your coffee, then, you blend it.
Like, what's the amount of the butter?
I would say for maybe 2 glasses of coffee, I would do less than a tablespoon of butter.
Okay.
Not too much, but enough to blend it up, and that's going to get your healthy fats through the day. So that's going to make your body start burning your fat as fuel instead of sugar. So if you're loading up with sugar in the morning, then your body's just getting accustomed to using sugar as your fuel source, which is not good. I mean, you want your body to be. So
is that something that I would do if I don't want to crave? Because you know what, I'm gonna actually admit it, because I actually had like Nutella breakfast on a bread. So it's like carbs and sugar, and that's right, I'm Gisa and I'm a sugar addict. So I just want to know if there's I want all throughout the day for me to not crave sugar. What should I do in the morning?
Well, you're gonna have to have a habit. You're gonna have to start with doing this
Building
every
habit.
single day.
Habit. Right. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start tomorrow, or if there's sugar addicts out there, come join me.
Yeah. Do the coffee with the coconut oil.
But I don't drink coffee as much though.
Okay.
Tea.
You could do tea.
You could do tea, yeah. If you're used to coffee, then it's kind of hard to not do it.
Okay, so
but that's a great point
with
the grass-fed organic butter, because it's actually good for you. I try to stay away from dairy.
You can put it on something else too. So if you do like the toast, then use sprouted grains as opposed to just like a regular white bread.
Okay.
So sprouted grains are going to digest easier in your system, and if you put the butter on that, then that's going to get you.
Right.
And or just eat it straight.
Right.
Just
and really disciplined too, Yeah. But thank you.
Yeah. So some things to avoid. Let's talk about that. Like orange juice. It's wonderful and all that, but it could, again, very, very sugary naturally. So try to avoid that.
How about the real orange fruit?
Well, it depends how much of it. If you want to have a little bit of orange, like in your breakfast, to say that day you want to have some eggs or something, you have a piece of orange. Yeah, there's especially if you eat the whole thing, there's fiber in there. So if you eat the orange directly, you're getting a lot of fiber. You're offsetting the sugar spike. If you're just drinking the orange juice, then one way to do it is maybe half a cup of orange juice and mix it with some water, so it's not as sugary. Especially if you're trying to lose weight, then you want to try to keep keep an eye on the sugar level.
If you're
That's
trying to lose weight, I
wonderful.
would say just stay away from the sugary fruits as much
At
as possible.
all,
And,
okay.
and
Absolutely.
oranges are pretty high in sugar. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and bananas is very popular. Everybody eats bananas and so on,
Mm-hmm.
but that's very high glycemic, and it's like at 95 points, something like that. So glycemic scale, by the way, is from 1 to 100. 100 being the highest, and the higher it is on a scale, the faster it converts into glucose in your body once you absorb it. So bananas are pretty up there, along with white
Right.
breads and things like that. Bagels, cream cheese. It's with the dairy and everything. It's it's not gonna really. It's gonna give you some energy, with the carbs and everything, the bagel. But there's alternatives to more sustained energy.
That's good. And if you're just tuning in now, we are actually discussing a very wonderful topic. It's all about fresh organics. And we have Jessica, and Jessica owns a business that we are calling Fresh Life Organics. And you can go and visit her amazing website and lifeorganics.com, and you will see how beautiful it is, inside and outside, everywhere it's beautiful. And you are on Facebook Live right now, and you're watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. Are we on YouTube live too?
Not yet on YouTube.
Not yet on YouTube.
But we're going to be live on
recorded.
YouTube
Exactly.
in the future.
And
Once we
you-
get a cool video intro.
That's true. And then you can tune in on WNN 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. And you can also be part of our discussion. You can just call us at 1-888-565-1470.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's keep it going.
We're talking health tips.
Yeah,
We
health,
are
for
talking
entrepreneurs.
health tips
Yeah.
for
Trying to get
entrepreneurs.
through breakfast here.
This is like
That's wonderful.
you're talking about
breakfast.
smoothie
It's important though.
smoothie tips.
Well, okay. You know what? One other point on that is
Mm-hmm.
breakfast, they say, is the most important meal of the day. But there's a lot of studies out there that show that skipping breakfast can be just as beneficial for you as a healthy breakfast.
Okay.
So-
some contradictions there. I mean, there's some,
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm
as
gonna
there
hear
is with
this.
everything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is great. I love to debate. So
I'm gonna hear this because sometimes I'm not
No,
perfect. I teach
here's the thing.
Zumba and I'm
It depends.
I'm ready.
It depends on what
Yeah.
you're doing. If you're gonna go out there and teach an hour-long Zumba class, you need some food. Because
Okay.
if you're out there doing that kind of
case-to-case
exercise,
basis,
it depends on each body, each person. If you're out there doing that kind of exercise and you're doing it on
You're
an
gonna
empty
pass out.
stomach,
Right.
well, then what you're doing is your body is burning your muscle as fuel, and so that's when you start to lose. You start to, thin out. You look
Okay,
like
I'm
a
gonna
stick.
hear this though. Okay,
Okay.
Jessica, go hit it.
A lot of you're familiar with Tim Ferriss, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So he does a lot of biohacking, and one of his topics that he brings up all the time is IF, intermittent fasting, which is essentially they teach you to skip breakfast, kind of wait until you hit that like hunger pang in the afternoon, and maybe around like noon or so is when you consume your first meal.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you wait as long as you can, and what they say that it's doing, essentially is just your body's learning that it doesn't have to constantly rely on food to burn. So I wouldn't say. I don't think that skipping breakfast is going to start burning your muscles away because that would take several days.
If you're doing an hour Zumba class, I think
Yeah,
I
you
think
have
it
to,
would.
like,
Well, okay, I don't. I'm
Them
not a
don't,
doctor, so I don't really know that. But just from the studies
the
that I've read
intermittent fasting.
on biohacking,
Yeah, it also depends on your goals. For listeners out there, because there's a lot of information. I love Tim Ferriss. I had a chance to meet and hang out with him during South by Southwest. But it depends on your goals. If you are looking to, from getting ripped and you're looking to get really muscular, there's a health plan and there's a regimen that you want to do for that. If you're trying to lose weight, it's something else. If you're trying to bulk up, it's something else. If you're just trying to live long and have healthy cells and longevity, then that's a different plan as well. So it really kind of depends on what your goals are. I revolve more around longevity and keeping cellular
And
health
productivity as an entrepreneur.
and keeping your mind sharp, keeping productive, having a lot of
Focus.
energy. Me personally, I'm not trying to hack my body into.
I think here's what it comes down to: is you do what works for you.
Yeah.
So I would say to anyone, go Google it first. Get some information on it. But you can try it, and because it works for a lot of people. And so if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, great. You know,
Yeah,
try.
depends-
Just do whatever
think-
works for you.
Yeah, depends on the goals. You know, what are you trying to get to? You know, if you have a particular physique goal, or you're trying to, whatever it is, you have to kind of match up that regimen to that, to it. So another
Right.
way to start the day is with the vitamins. What kind of there's particular, there's a whole debate about that. And of course, in anything related to health, there's a debate about everything. All right, so
Friendly debate.
yeah, so certain people have their regimen with vitamins, and my personal take from a high level is that everything in balance. There's certain vitamins that your body needs because you just can't get it from the food sources that we eat every day, but at the same time, don't overdo it because you can cause damage. And also, the source of the vitamins has to be very clean, as pure as possible, because if you're just taking whatever vitamins off the shelf, you could also it could pollute the body, and it could cause a lot of other
Right.
issues, and introduce toxins into your body. So find the cleanest sources as possible.
And there's ways you can actually get your supplement levels checked. So there's certain labs that do that you can go to. So that's a good place to start, is really understanding what supplements you're deficient on before just saying,
Right.
I'm just going to take every vitamin that's in front of me, because that's easy to do.
Exactly. And
To be
especially-
like, I don't know what I need, so I'm just going to take everything. And,
Right, yeah.
if it doesn't work for me,
Yeah,
it'll
and
come out.
especially for people with like particular medical condition, it's good to like diabetes. Like now it's very popular, but you want to make sure that you consult your doctor before you take vitamins. Which vitamins are great. Yeah.
Yeah, you also need to have the right type of doctor too, because a lot of doctors, they might not be up to date on all the vitamin research. So there's particular doctors that have a background on this, and they're the ones who would tell you a little more about which vitamins are right for you.
Comes down to your genes too, because and everyone's got a separate separate
it's like,
DNA.
wow.
So it's nutrigenomics is all about
But, yeah.
nutrition versus your genes, and what's a supplement with, and
Right.
just learning
Yeah.
all that. There's books on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Very informative here.
Other things for entrepreneurs, health tips, is creating just routines. You got to have routines, especially in the morning again, but finding a routine that works for you, because we are creatures of habit. So if we can create a daily routine, it makes it easier for us to do it every day, and for us to stay on a regimen that's going to keep our bodies healthy. So working out, try to work out whenever you can. A lot of people like in the morning, people like in the afternoon, and so on. So find a time that works for you, but try to have some daily exercise to keep the heart moving. If you can jog, or if you can want to do the gym, whatever works for you and your schedule, but try to do some type of exercise every day that gets
As
your
an
heart going.
entrepreneur, I'm sure you spend a lot of time in front of your computer and in front of technology, and as humans, we're not designed to be sedentary. So we're designed to be moving. We're designed to be up. So it's a very important. For me, what works for me, I'll just share, is that I go to the gym like smack in the middle of the day. So this
Like what time is that?
at like right around 11 or 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I get up, I water, green drink, coffee, and then 2 hours, like I crank out as much as I can. I usually have two things I want to accomplish in the morning, and I know that I'm going to get a break. So I know that I'm going to be able to step away, go to the gym, come back, and then be extra productive when I come back, because I have that time away. So I think that's
Right, you're like rebooting.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
and
No,
just away from the distraction of and just knowing that I'm going to get away for an hour is just nice to get through the morning.
Right.
And it
Definitely.
breaks it up into manageable segments for
Yeah,
the day.
yeah. So find that routine that works for you. So I've heard that from a lot of people, taking that break in the middle of the day. Sometimes something that I like to do is go for a swim. So that's if I'm in a place where I can. I have a pool. Next to
Just
my
get
house.
water.
So,
In the bathtub.
Yeah, in the
just-
bathtub.
it's a great way to
I have a lake in my backyard.
exercise. Yeah.
Like, oh,
Dive
what time
in.
is it? 11. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and the swimming, it's moves your whole entire body, and getting some sun, getting some sun rays, vitamin D. It's always great, and be able to breathe and exercise. So I like swimming. That's one of the ways that I
And for
can
myself,
exercise.
since I teach Zumba, I have a set schedule. It's Tuesday and Fridays. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Zumba is great. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Moving is really, just like you said, we are designed to move. Our body loves it when we're moving. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yoga is also popular as well, and you got to find something that fits you. And that works for you. So a morning yoga session, you're moving, you're stretching. Maybe it's not a full workout with some of these, but you could definitely get a great workout with some of these yoga, practices. The ones in particular that you have to hold poses and this and that. Definitely, you'll break a sweat after that.
All right, that's amazing breakfast, you guys. And now we're actually almost morning snacks. Do you think morning snacks would be great too? I mean, it depends what time you do it.
Yeah, I know things depends on particular you.
Exactly.
How much exercise you're doing. So if you're gonna go for a Zumba class or something, you should have some protein after. You want to replenish your muscles after just been working out. So after workout, replenish the muscles, have some protein. I always go for plant-based protein versus whey protein.
So from Fresh Organics, is there any particular item that I can order to, make sure that I have it in my bag right after my Zumba class to eat it? What would be that perfect protein?
Well, I would say, it's funny. Kale actually has more protein per pound than steak does. But
really?
Per pound.
Wow.
Yeah.
So kale is like chicken.
At the same time, you're not going to eat a pound of kale.
That's true.
That's going to be very difficult. So, I would say just, any of the dark leafy greens are going to contain a good amount of protein, but
so
definitely want to supplement with something.
Yeah, no, what you do is you add plant-based, protein
powder.
Okay,
all right?
that's
protein
true.
powder on top of your smoothies and things like that. So,
Okay.
So you do it. So
or the chia seeds and the almonds.
Chia
you can throw
seeds,
those in,
absolutely. Almonds is a great snack. Taking an apple, avoiding the chips, the processed foods, the snack machines and all that, and stuff that you buy out there, or gas station, all that stuff. There's really nothing healthy over there. A lot of those bars, they're just processed sugar. High, even if it says 0 sugar, it's high glycemic. It converts into sugar.
So you want to
even if it
make
has
sure
sugar.
you read the labels, nutrient level labels. At the
You
back
want to
too.
just avoid all that. Try to
Just avoid all that.
Try to avoid the processed foods as much as
processed
possible, which is
Okay.
anything that comes in a package. Obviously raw fruits and vegetables are going to be your best bet, but I spend a lot of time at the coffee shop because I just like to work from coffee shops. So, but when you go to a coffee shop, you typically the one thing that they have right next to the register is always the
Bars.
packaged
Yeah.
bars, and they're high fat, high sugar. So it's gonna make you feel great for like 20-30 minutes, but then you're gonna hit that crash, and then you're gonna need 2 more bars just to get back to where you were. Before you had the bar. So you're just gonna get into a vicious cycle of
So
sugar.
what do you do then? Good thing you have your box. Like, you know what? I have a box over here.
Take some snacks with you. So take almonds.
You take your own snacks.
Take some almonds, take some nuts, and take some seeds. You could take an apple. Apple's a great snack, and just try to prep.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're gonna go through low cycles throughout the day, and that doesn't mean just because you're in a low cycle you're kind of feeling like a little unmotivated, or doesn't mean you have to replenish with a snack. That can just be something like drink some more water, because a lot of times our body mistakes hunger for thirst.
Right.
So it could be good just to drink a glass of water.
Or just like you're bored, so walk away a little bit and then come back.
Yeah, go
But
for
water
a walk outside.
Yeah, water is amazing. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's really easy because when you're in a low cycle, and you try and crank through it, you're just like, no, I got this. Like, I can do this. You're gonna burn yourself out. You're just gonna you're gonna do yourself more harm than good. So, I think that it's important to kind of just
work it harmoniously.
Understand that naturally your body will do this, go up and down. So just kind of do whatever you need to do, water or go for a walk to kind of get through that.
And something really important that sometimes we take for granted is you got to stay hydrated throughout the day. So bringing a water bottle with you, it's a great idea. You just constantly be drinking water. Sometimes we forget about drinking water, and sometimes you don't want to drink the water that's out there. Tap water, even bottled water. If you're just buying just bottled water all day long, you don't really know every type of bottled water where it comes from, and sometimes the plastic, if it's gotten hot and so on, it could release some toxins in there. So the best way is to just have some clean water, put it into a water bottle that ideally it's either glass is the best way to go. Don't do plastic, and take it with you so you can stay hydrated throughout the day. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, we maybe got a few more, got a little bit more time, but we can few more things. One of the things that is growing right now and keeping our mind and body healthy is meditation. It's been around for a while, but entrepreneurs in particularly are finding meditation as a great way to calm the mind, to stay focused, to
Be
bring
centered.
to bring stress levels lower, and in your brain chemistry, it also helps fight against cortisone levels. It reduces cortisone levels and makes you feel good. So taking 15-20 minutes to meditate, maybe once, twice a day, could be a great habit to put in there for entrepreneurs. I try to do it in the morning. So that's actually one of my routines. I like to do a 15-minute meditation, and my way to meditate is I use gratitude. So I use the things for gratitude.
Now that's the food for the soul.
Yeah. So there's different ones. Sometimes you just want to breathe and just kind of be present in the moment, and that's one meditation where you're kind of you're still and quiet and you're focused more within. But then I do another one where I am just giving gratitude. So how I do it is that I record on my iPhone. I record an audio of the things that I'm grateful for, and I write down some things on my notes as well, and then I play it, and then I'm kind of hearing it, and I'm saying it, and or sometimes on the audio notes I put the phone when it speaks, when it talks, when your auto
You're
speak.
hacking it, yeah.
So I write some things, and then the phone reads it, and it's a great way to keep your mind, kind of healthy in the right mindset, especially in the beginning. So that might sound like, okay, you're kind of hearing in gratitude, but I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference in starting the day right. Because sometimes as an entrepreneur, you wake up and you're getting emails and you're getting this, you're getting that, so you're already kind of being in stress mode from the beginning. And so, but if you take a few minutes, 15-20 minutes to just kind of get in the right calm, positive gratitude mindset, it could really help you afterwards have a better day, instead of jumping in straight into your emails and into phone calls and into things that can stress you out, raises your cortisone levels. So so I think it's one of in staying healthy, and not only the smoothies and vitamins and all that, but the mind, is really important, starting your day with a good routine that works for you.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I don't do that enough. That's something that I kind of always put, it's easy to just be like, I don't need to do that today. But I think back to your point of creating a habit and doing
That's
that every
right,
day
Yeah, when I'm getting ready, I actually have a Bluetooth speaker, and I turn it on as I'm getting ready. Everything from taking a shower and all that stuff and everything, I have a Bluetooth speaker that's on that I can be able to hear this positivity and everything. And then sometimes I throw a YouTube video. Abraham Hicks in particular is where I get a lot of my inspiration.
Yeah.
So
the guided meditation is, available just in case you are not really into meditation. And one thing that I do, it's something like that. And this week I'm doing prosperity. So you're in the shower and then you're recording in your cell phone, just like what John's doing. And then you just say, I'm prosperous 100 times in the morning and 100 times at night. So you just lay in the shower, I'm prosperous, I'm prosperous, I'm prosperous. So sometimes if you just need a little break from the computer, you just say that affirmation, the positive affirmation, I think on a cellular level, because we are vibration and we're energy. So if we're vibrating positivity, then we are vibrating, goodness into our lives. So that's a great way of, maybe having a break from your computer and just go outside and you're like, you know what? I'm beautiful. Today I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. And just suddenly everything is beautiful.
I think that's a
beautiful,
great
you're
tip
beautiful.
from someone so positive
Yeah,
like you. That's a great tip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
100 times in the shower.
Yeah.
Right in the shower.
So
you can dance while doing it. I'm beautiful.
Don't fall.
That's right. In the bathroom. Be
So you,
careful.
so you use the beautiful and prosperous. You can do all the things that you connect to, and
Yeah.
then what I do in particular is the gratitude. So things that
And
I'm grateful for,
you're
and
grateful
then reminding
for.
me all this stuff, and I'm grateful, I'm grateful, and I'm gratitude. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that, and just be in the presence of gratitude.
Yeah,
is
then you
really
eat
important.
fresh organic food. Oh my God, what a beautiful life. I love that life.
So throughout the day, just in general, me particularly, I like to avoid highly processed foods. So again, for organic stuff. I stay away from gluten as much as I can. I'm not totally, like strict gluten free, but if I have the option, I go gluten free. If I'm gonna eat like a salad or something, and I'm in one of these places, I ask which ones are the organic options, and I choose that. I also like to reduce or almost eliminate dairy. Really, the only time is when I eat pizza. But I'm not drinking milk and those kind of things.
And the grass-fed butter, then.
Grass-fed butter is,
cool.
is good for
Okay.
you. It's good for the gut, which is important to keep a healthy gut.
In the brain.
In the brain,
brain.
yeah, absolutely.
And from that book, from the mitochondria, that book, which one was that from last week? Brain,
No, it's
Brain rules?
something like that.
Change
but
your brain, change your life.
no, but
I
it's
have it
the
here.
brain works. Yeah,
It's called Headstrong.
Headstrong. There you go.
The Dave
He-
Asprey. He's the bulletproof guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The bulletproof guy.
Yeah,
And he
that's,
has a
that's what coffee. That's
bulletproof
what the butter.
coffee.
That's what butter
Oh.
in your coffee is.
That's so
It's
funny. I was
bulletproof
just
coffee.
telling him,
Yeah,
can we
so
get
actually
the
that-
bulletproof
so we're-
coffee? And that's what you're drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So
Okay. It's a sign. I have
It's
to get
a
it.
certain kind of. I mean, you want to get the best quality coffee. That you
It's really
possibly
important
can.
too, because you can, yeah.
Yeah, and then you put the grass-fed organic butter in it,
Yeah,
and then
you
also
blend it.
they want you to put MCT oil in it, which is medium chain triglycerides,
Okay.
which essentially is what coconut oil is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like essentially it's coffee, butter, and
Butter,
coconut
coconut.
oil. But if you go to any health food store, they have the MCT
Oh, my
oil
God. We
there.
can put it in a
You put
bottle
more
and
of
then,
that.
wow, it's a product.
Blend it up, yeah, and that's the bulletproof coffee, and that's something that a lot of entrepreneurs are into
Yeah.
because that's really making your
the way,
brain.
this
It's
is-
like supercharging your brain.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, how
Right
to
there.
try that.
yeah,
That's
it's Dave
the,
Asprey.
Tomorrow is a weekend. It's the best
Mm-hmm.
day to start Bulletproof Coffee. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for,
And
that's amazing.
The last thing I want to mention is sleep. How
Okay.
important sleep is for entrepreneurs, because I think that's one of the things I think of everything that entrepreneurs sometimes take for granted. There's a culture that the less you sleep, the more cool you are, the harder work you are. But really, your body needs sleep, your mind needs sleep, and it's something that I think out of everything is one of the things that I'm more challenged about. I want to get sleep, but sometimes it is very difficult when you have so many things on your plate as an entrepreneur. But we have to remind ourselves that we got to create those routines and set reminders on our phone. Go to sleep, start getting ready, get to bed, and develop those routines, because your body really needs 7 to 8 hours sleep. You perform better, you're more focused, and longevity-wise, if you're talking about living to be 100 and over, I mean, that's really vital in avoiding a lot of degenerative diseases, and from Alzheimer's and so on. It's been tied to lack of sleep. So
you know what I use? I have a Fitbit that tracks my sleep. So it actually will tell me how many hours I got, how restless I was throughout the night, and I mean, it'll tell you like exactly when you went to bed and exactly when you woke up, and you can set your alarm on it too. And so it's really helpful for like just to know being
you can
able to
analyze,
just because when you're sleeping, you don't know how restless you are throughout the night. You may wake up and not feel great, but that could be from the wine the night before.
That's actually
or
my
that could be
talent.
from lack of sleep.
Yeah, that's my talent. I'm like, go sleep. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
Good morning. That's a great
I woke up
talent.
like this.
Yeah, and again, this is an amazing episode 5 with Jessica from Fresh Life Organics. If you want to know more about her, it's available at freshlifeorganics.com.
You won't learn about me there. You'll learn about the company there.
Yeah, the company, but exactly, and then just I don't know,
and
contacts.
use coupon code launch. It's not live yet, but it will be soon.
Yes.
And you'll get some type of discount or something.
Yes.
That's for South Florida.
Yeah, for
South
South Florida. And this is nationwide. Is it
No,
global?
this is just South Florida.
South Florida.
This particular
product, yes. And then it's from farm to your doorsteps, right?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
good. Giving you, especially entrepreneurs, a productive day by giving you the access to
Yeah.
great food.
And by the way,
organic
if you
food.
love the way the website looks, the way it's designed, yours truly designed it. So might as well just saying, you know. So that's part of what I do. You know, in case people are wondering, I do branding, product launches, digital marketing. So building e-commerce sites on not only front end, back end, and all that, and making all of that work. So
Right.
so check out the design. Tell me what you guys think.
We are almost done. And Jess, I just want to, ask you if there's any particular message or, that particular advice that you want to give our viewers and listeners,
Maybe
in general.
we could tie that in with
In
the launch
general.
fuel.
Okay. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. We can start the
Yeah.
launch fuel now. Yeah.
Okay.
We're almost there.
All right. So the launch fuel for the new listeners is where we're going to give three different tips, three different categories of tips. So one
Yes.
is your mindset. So this is what you need to keep focused and keep the right attitude for gratitude for success. Number two is your skill set. So this is a book that we want to recommend to you guys or something for you guys to read. We find it really awesome. And then the three is the health tip, which is kind of what we've been talking about this whole time. But we're gonna give the main tip of the day. So for your mindset, for your mindset, something that I wanted to share with you guys is a quote. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, and that's by
Ouch.
Mike Tyson.
Okay.
So how
Very particular on
I'm
his
interpreting
field.
that is okay. Yeah, you have a plan and so on, but when you get into the ring, you get hit, you get punched in the face by something unexpected, and that happens a lot in the health. People, entrepreneurs, I have this plan and I have this and I'm going to do this in my life, and boom, I got cancer, or I got this, and that's your punch in the face.
Or I ate donut.
So you can interpret that in different ways, but I'm going to put that into this context. And what I mean by that is take your health serious. Don't mess around with it. Don't wait until you get punched in the face. You want to grow a business. You want to do all these great things in your life. You want to go and travel. You want to spend time with your family. You want to do all these things in your life. Well, don't let health be the punch in the face, and don't wait until then for you to wake up and do something about it. So put high priorities in your sleep, in your nutrition, in what you do every day, what you put in your body, because that matters. And that's going to have a long-term effect. And you can have all the money in the world, and you want to make sure that you're healthy to be able to enjoy it and be able to walk around and travel and
Preach.
Yeah, I know.
pop bottles, whatever it is that you're into.
Emoji right there.
It's all about consistency, right, and persistence. Because when it comes to your health, this isn't groundbreaking here, but
Right.
this is just
Yeah,
about just taking those repeated, deliberate efforts
That's what it
every
is.
single day.
It's
Consistency,
building
yeah.
habits. It's building
Because
systems.
it's gritty,
building.
it's tough, it's hard to do these things.
Yeah,
You got to power through it. You have to
That's
have
right.
those
You
habits.
got to have routines. You got to have habits. You got to have systems to be able to deal with what comes your way, and don't get punched in the face.
Well, but you know what? Be ready, just in case. Be ready, but
Insurance? No.
No. Well, I'm just saying prevention is totally better than cure.
Yeah.
But just in case, just entrepreneurship. Something could happen, but just
Stay on your path.
Yeah, stay in your path. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Get back.
great. All right. Now, for the
We need to breathe in and out from that
Okay,
amazing
so-
inspirational speech you had.
so from a skill set this week, I want to make a recommendation by one of my dear mentors when it comes to nutrition, and that's Dr. Mark Hyman.
Hey.
So look up Dr. Mike Hyman. He has a great wealth of information on YouTube. Tremendous amount of videos that talk about just about everything. So a lot of stuff that I talk about is around his research and of course the research that he's researched. So and he really brings very cutting edge things. So Dr. Mark Hyman has written a lot of incredible books. And if you're thinking about where do I start? Okay, I like this guy. I Googled him. I saw his videos. One of the ones that he said to start with, and I agree, is 10-day detox diet. So this is what it looks like.
There you go, 10-day detox diet.
I like the audiobook. I consume it much easier for me. I like to buy both, but highly recommend it. And it teaches you everything we're talking about, plus so much more. It goes in depth about from what you should be eating. He provides different meal plans and all that.
And don't let that word detox scare you. That scares a lot of people. I think I think if you just kind of get into his plan, his program, you're going to see that it's a lot easier to start and
Did you try this,
continue.
Jess?
No, but I'm very familiar with Dr. Mark Hyman.
Okay.
He's big in the health industry, and
yes.
And then the last is because we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Is the health tip. So
really?
which is we talked about today. But let's if I'm gonna sum up all the stuff that we talked about, one of the takeaways that I would say that is really important for entrepreneurs is your healthy gut. Of all the things that we're doing, yes, that's all important, but really look at your gut, having a healthy gut. And one of the ways you can have a healthy gut is by taking some probiotics, every day within your diet and enzymes and everything, avoiding like the gluten and things that can cause a leaky gut syndrome and that can cause issues with digestive tract. So Green Vibrance is a product that I recommend. And wow, look at that.
Look at that.
He's on point. He was waiting for it.
I know, Gio. Shout out to you.
Thanks, Gio. So Green Vibrance.
John sells this. On this, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Maybe in the future I'm going to talk to these guys about
you might have
recent.
to.
Right now, this is just straight
You're
out
gonna
of
have to be an influencer on that.
just something that I want to share with you guys.
Yeah.
It has all the vitamins and everything in there. Check it out. It's your multivitamin. It's your probiotics. It's your enzyme. You guys take it, and
Find
it really
what
helps
works for you.
Yeah.
and
and
do
throw that into the smoothie is what I do. It's a great supplement to include into your
And
diet.
let's go get into Jess. Jess, final words. I mean, on the show.
Yeah, well, I think to sum it up for me is just finding what works for you and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it.
Yeah.
And keep doing it.
And keep
so
doing it.
That's it. It sums it up for me.
That's right.
Awesome.
And that's
Well-
exactly how you're gonna show love to yourself on a cellular level.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome, guys. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Jessica, for coming on.
Having me.
All right, guys.
Had fun.
Every week, the same time, same place, Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. We'll catch you next week on The Launch.
The launch. Bye. Enjoy your weekend.
You have been tuned in to The Launch, where we help you build engaging and meaningful brands. Connect with us on the web at thelaunchradio.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at The Launch Radio.
Hi, this is Kai Kawasaki. Thanks for listening to The Launch.